morning, folks, and welcome to the 2024 OPDL Girls Under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield Final between Markham City and Vaughan Soccer Club here at the Zention Automotive Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario. Proudly supported by its premier partners, Toronto FC and the Canadian Premier League, Ontario Soccer is celebrating both the culmination of a riveting season as well as a successful 10 years of the Ontario Player Development League during this beautiful fall weekend. It's going to be our first of 8 exciting matches that's going to happen here over the course of these 2 days. And we're going to be starting off with a great battle between the OPDL's top 2 teams in the Under 15 Girls Division. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary as we go ahead now and introduce the 2 teams on what is a little bit of a cold day here in Vaughan, 6 degrees Celsius, a little bit of a wind, but shouldn't be affecting either team right now. As we go here and introduce first is the Markham City squad, who won the season championships with a record in the Premier Division with 6 wins, 3 draws, and no losses. They're going to be led in goal by Sofia Coriali. In front of her will be Caitlin Gallo, Vienna Malinos, Lucy Rice, Sydney Wilson, Lauren Labar, Maya Schmidt, Isabella Cardinale, Hannah McBlain, Drew Keane, and Kalina Pineda Abuta. The coach for Markham City is Andrew Cairns. They're going to be dressed in the yellow and black, going from your right to your left on your screens at home. In your white and red, going from your left to your right, is Vaughan Soccer Club with a record of 6-2-2. They'll be having Isabel Goldberg in goal, Angelica Figliomeni, Olivia Galati, Lauren Fisher, Amanda Minitel, Daniela Minitel, Alexia Mosquera, Stephanie Monahan, Michaela Mulik, Nalia Tesfaye, and Sophie Wong ran out the starting 11, coached by Edgar Bartholomew for Vaughan Soccer Club. We'll tell you more about how these 2 teams fared off over the course of the season, but we're ready to get underway here with this OPDL Girls Under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield with Markham City kicking the ball straight towards Vaughan off the kickoff. Today's referees for this OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield are Laura Yacine, Lucia Valdez, and Ronnie Byfoot are the assistant referees, with Petros Vasilos being the 4th official. As we have some early possession here in the backline for Vaughan, as it's, again, a little bit of a colder day here, so the teams are going to be using this time to get a little bit familiar with the temperatures and the pace of the field. These 2 teams did meet earlier in the OPDL season, with both meetings going in favor of Markham City. Back in July 13th, it was a 4-1 victory for Markham, and then on September 28th, it was a 3-1 victory for Markham. We have a throw-in here over on the far side of the field for Markham. They're going to be looking on top of the field. It will be Rice, who led the team with 12 goals this season, followed by Keane with 9. They're going to be the 2 players up top to keep an eye out for on Markham. Over on the Vaughan side, it will be Moynihan, 21 goals for her, and the Minitels with Danielle and Amanda picking up 12 and 10 apiece. As a little bit of a stumble there for the striker of Markham, as Wong will try to move it up the field for Vaughan, as she'll pass it towards Amanda Minitel. Playing it back towards Fisher, and they're going to reset here with Mosquera over on the far side of the field. Nice control there coming in from Molinos, trying to get towards the midfield again. Both teams just trying to get some good passes as they're working the ball up the field, as Markham gets this one over half, and they're going to look to play a ball down the line to get onto the run of Gallo. Gallo's going to try to get to that one, as she'll go shoulder to shoulder with the defender, and it's going to hit off of the leg of Wong last for Markham throw-in. These 2 teams will be playing 2 halves of 40 minutes for a total of 80 minutes, and if the game does remain tight after the 80 minutes, we'll go straight towards penalty kicks. As we saw earlier, actually, in this division in the Girls Under 15 OPDL Cup Final, when Ottawa South United defeated Woodbridge after a 1-1 draw, went to penalties 4-3 there. Throw-in coming here down the line as they're just going to play it off of the defender once again. Another throw-in here for Vaughan. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner for the OPDL, the province's youth high-performance program. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. As we see the ball game played to the far side here for Tesfaye. Going to look to see if she can find some options up the field, but she's under pressure immediately from 2 yellow jerseys, and she's forced to play this one back. I'm liking the composure, though, from both teams. Under the pressure, they're not trying to force the ball up the field. They're not afraid to look back towards their defense, look to reset it, and look for a switch to see if they can find themselves some space. Molinos under some pressure there, gets knocked over, and it will be a free kick here for Markham, as Vaughan did pick up the ball and was ready to go quickly the other way. As you see here, a little bit of a replay here, just the challenge coming in a little bit late from Moynihan. And Corielli, the goalkeeper for Markham, will look to restart the play. Good foot there from Danielle Minitel. Will hit it off of the Markham player. Will lead to a Vaughan thrown right in front of the fans who've come out here this morning on this cool day. A lot of them dressed up warm. A lot of them are standing, trying to huddle up, do whatever they can. But the sun has just came out, though, so that's going to definitely help their spirits here as they cheer on their teams. As Markham will get this one in midfield, as getting bumped off the ball there was Keane, as Mulik now tries to see if she can carry it up the field for Vaughan. Plays it off for Amanda Minitel. She's got 3 yellow jerseys on her. Try to play the pass in between a couple of them, but it does get its way towards Tesfaye. She'll play it first time down the line, and chasing after that one will be Daniela Minitel. And right onto the back of her will be Wilson for Markham, and they'll be able to knock it out for a throw-in. With time here is Tesfaye once again, looking to play down the line a little bit too far, though, to get onto the run of Filiomeni, and Markham will be able to get this one off the throw. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are also premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the OPDL. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. They just got their playoffs going on right now as well, so please make sure to check that out. Some exciting matches to happen there, as Vaughan will reset it once again. And this is the type of game that Vaughan will want to play off of the bat again. Couple convincing victories with 4-1, 3-1 for Markham. They're going to want to try to control the play as much as they can and see if they can get themselves that first opportunity. The first goal will be key here in this OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. As you see, some good pressure coming in from Moynihan. She will get around the first defender, try to come inside. She does fall down, and the referee will point to the spot. A great run from Stephanie Moynihan as she got around the first defender as she tried to cut back inside. She gets brought down by the defender. That was number 18. That was McBlain, and the referee immediately pointed to the penalty mark. And again, we were just mentioning how important the first goal will be. And will Vaughan be able to get that first goal, as it will be Moynihan ready to come up and step up and take it. The leading goal scorer on this Vaughan Soccer Club team with 21 goals a season, going against Sofia Corielli. And she puts it right into the corner. Corielli gets the right side. Did a good jump for it, as Moynihan will do the Sioux in celebration, as we see a replay there of the opening goal and just 8 minutes into the game. But it was a strong penalty into the corner. That's one no goalkeeper will be able to reach. And when you put enough pace onto that one, that's a confident striker's finish. And it's going to be a little bit of an unfamiliar position for Markham City. Again, a team that has now lost a game since the beginning of July. haven't been behind in many games as well. It's going to be a new adventure for them, and these next couple moments will be very important to see how the team will respond. Will they be putting the pressure right back? Well, that's a good run coming in from Gallo. She's going to leave this one up for Rice, as she'll play this one back up towards Labar. Returns it towards Rice, but a good job there from the Vaughan midfield, all coming back into position, and they're able to win the ball right back. But that's the right response for Markham. Try to put the pressure right back on Vaughan, see if they can get some chances going forward. But that's what's led to Vaughan getting this opening goal. They've just dominated the early possession, and that one attack, putting in the pressure on the defense, was all it needed. But that's a poor pass, and towards the midfield. It's going to get picked up here by Keane. Keane's going to try to push her way forward, but Mascara did a good job getting a foot in there. And now Vaughan's going to try to go quickly the other way, and it's Tesfaye running onto this one. Tesfaye will get onto this, as she'll cut back inside, looking for some options on the switch. She has it. She'll play it across towards Mulik. Good touch from her. She plays it now up towards the goal scorer. Here's Monahan. Monahan's two players on her, kind of trying to see if she can get a cross in, and Coriale will deflect that one over to the bar, and it goes out for a corner kick. And you hear just the frustration from the Markham coaching staff right there. Not happy with the amount of space that Monahan's about to get in the penalty area. Has two players on her, and she's still able to get free and get the cross in. Markham's got to make sure that the Vaughan striker isn't able to turn on those situations, as we have the opening corner kick of the game, as the players are lined up towards the edge of that penalty area. As this one will get crossed in, we'll get a Vaughan player to head on to that one. She'll find Monahan, returns it to Tesfaye. Tesfaye's going to get a low strike, not enough of an effort onto that one, but comfortable save for Coriale. And they will withstand that oncoming pressure from Vaughan Soccer Club, as Coriale's drop kick will get kicked in towards midfield, as both teams will battle for possession. Mascara once again for Vaughan. In towards the midfield for Tesfaye, and that's a good win for Markham. Let's see if they can make something out of this attack. It'll be Wilson. Wilson trying to chip this one forward. Finds Pineda Buta out for Keane. Keane towards the middle of the area, gets a touch there from Gallo, but that cross was just a little bit too high as she tried to control that one. But fortunately for Markham, it was cleared away by the Vaughan defense for a throw-in. See some signs being waved in the background. Looks like, I think that's the Vaughan fans who prepared some signs, trying to cheer on their teams as we get ready for this throw-in, as Markham will have it with Pineda Buta. She'll return it towards the midfield, then they're going to reset it here with McBlain. McBlain towards the near side for Schmidt. And just the pressure has been relentless from Vaughan. As soon as Markham gets that ball over the half, they have not given them any type of space. And immediately the players are attacking, and Markham just can't find the passes and find the open space towards their teammates just yet, though. This is what makes it a tough team to play against and why they're number one. See what type of adjustments they can make, as McBlain's pass, though, will get turned over, but the through ball in from Moynihan will come in behind her, as Gallo will look to try to control it. And again, just the Vaughan pressure, bringing two players, will be able to get to that ball, but Gallo does well to win that one right back, as Rice will look to switch. She's unable to do so, as Moynihan's calling for that pass off the through ball, but she tried to play it back towards Tesfaye in the middle and couldn't get enough of a touch. And don't forget, today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield action is fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. That is Gatorade. As we see a throw-in coming here for Vaughan. Moynihan gets it off the throw, and she will be able to keep that one in on the touchline. Good touch from her as she finds Mulik. Mulik tries to play across, takes a little deflection, and Coriale does a good thing coming out of her goal to pick up the loose ball to avoid a corner kick. Here's Keane now with it over on the far side, trying to play it up. And just, they haven't been able to get the service towards their strikers right now, Markham. But you're hearing the cheers coming up from the Markham fans came all the way here. Still a long way to go. It's only been 13 minutes here in the opening half. It is Vaughan Soccer Club leading 1-0 over Markham City. And this girls under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Vaughan has had the possession so far, and that's led them towards that penalty kick goal, but we'll have to see, will that continue out here in this first half, as Mosquera is going to try to play a ball down the line, but no one's up there in white, as this one will roll its way out for throw-in. Trying to spin with that one is Tesfaye under some pressure there. Good job from Rice, though. Striker coming all the way back to win it for Markham. As now McBlain will take her space. This is what Markham will need. Just get some passes going. Get that space. Get the confidence going. As they look to play that ball upfield, gets blocked, but it returns itself right towards Labar. Rice will fall down, and it looks like the referee will wave advantage as Keen's shot will take a block off the leg of Mosquera. And it'll go out for an opening corner kick. A good touch there, and led to just some nice passing going in through the midfield for Markham City, where they try to play that victory ball right through, and it fell towards the foot of Labar, who created this opportunity on towards the goal. And it will be at Labar getting up here for this corner kick. Outswinger. That's a good corner kick right to a great area, and it just gets deflected away by Mosquera. She got the nice first touch onto that one, but a lot of jerseys in there, as it was just far enough from the goalkeeper to be able to retrieve that one. And that's something to keep an eye out for. If you're getting set pieces like that, that's definitely going to be threatening, and Markham's going to try to keep pushing for more of those. Gallo on the cross. Keene is calling for a great touch from Keene, but it's getting bodied off of the ball. Great job there from Daniela Mintel, as we see a shot coming in from range. And Wilson will fire that one over the goal. That was some great opening touches, though, from Markham. We're starting to see them get a little bit of a footing into the game, as we see Keene did well working with Gallo to try to create an opportunity to see the goalkeeper there. That's Isabel Goldberg looking to play this one short off of the goal kick. Mulek can't keep that one in, as it just goes over the touchline. And Schmidt will try to throw this one in quickly. This Markham City team defeated the OPDL Cup champions from this year. That was Ottawa South United with a 2-1 victory there. Gallo and Smith picking up the goals in that match. Battling against this Vaughan Soccer Club team, who defeated London TFC 2-1 in their semi-final match. So identical 2-1 score lines in their games, so very close games, as Vaughan currently with that advantage. Now, for the first time in the history of the event, Essential Charity has been chosen through a poll of almost 200 OPDL teams, proudly selecting sick kids to be the beneficiary of 50% of the funds raised over the course of the weekend. So please help us break last year's record of over $14,000 raised by donating, purchasing merchandise, and participating in our silent auctions, which feature some great prizes like signed Canada Soccer National Team jerseys. You'll see a QR code that will appear throughout the broadcast to get towards the donation page, so make sure to check that out and donate towards this awesome event here for sick kids. Like I said, there's definitely some cool prizes. Saw some Canadian Premier League jerseys as well, some good merchandise, signed merchandise from various clubs. Saw Lorenzo Insigne jerseys, so make sure to check that out and get your opportunities to win some awesome cool stuff as well. As Markham will have a touch there from Keene, who just has that one roll off her toe. But encouraging play coming out here from Markham, as they're starting to get this possession going towards their favor and get some momentum towards the Vaughan half. Seeing right here where Markham's doing a little bit, it's sort of a high pressure where they're putting a immediate pressure when the pass gets towards the player, but as soon as if they get a touch to get around it, they are bouncing off of it, as it's going to be a foul going against Vaughan against Gallo. As soon as they're not able to get towards that ball, they're going to drop off, get back into position, and get into space. Let's see another look here on the 1-2 pass, which led towards the foul, as Caitlin Gallo was able to get in front of that ball.
No game.
It's going to be Molinos on the take. High looping ball knocked down there by Mascara, and a high shot will go just over the goal, as Markham is just trying to see if they can get some opportunities towards the goal of Goldberg, see if they can test the Vaughan keeper from range. Haven't been successful yet, but showing some great ambition to try to see if they can get one from distance. Molinos does well to get to that one first, as it's going to be a pass off here from Cardinale. She's going to try to play down the line, and Keane will give chase. Keane trying to get around the defender. Will continue to hold it around the corner. He's got two players on her on the towards the back, and it will hit off of the leg of Keane last, but it's going to be a throw-in, which is, if Markham's putting the players forward, can really contain the Vaughan players in their own end of the field and make it difficult for them to get out of their own half. And they will be successful here, retaining the possession. A through ball in. Wasn't able to find Keane there. Will roll its way out for a goal kick. Once again, we'll be having 4 matches going on here today. Following this match, we'll be having the boys under 17 Gary Miller Charity Shield, the girls under 17, and then the boys under 15 will round out the action here today, and what should be some exciting games. So make sure to stay tuned in for here on your exciting Saturday as we get set up for this goal kick. As Vaughan has been going with the short goal kicks so far, but this time with the Markham players pushed up a little bit up of the field, expecting it to be played short. Vaughan getting forced to play this one in long, but they will be able to get to that one. As you see a nice touch there from Minitel, trying to continue on that run was Tesfaye, but nice little looping on the outside of the foot touch to get that ball forward. It's Molinos with McBlain. Has Schmidt on the near side, and she'll play towards her. Gallo was checking in there. Wasn't expecting that pass to go behind her, and that one will go right all the way behind, and Vaughan will look to reset it with their keeper, but Markham not giving up on it though, putting in some good pressure on towards the center backs of Vaughan. We're scrambling a little bit, and Rice will be able to win it off of the defense as she'll play it off towards Gallo. Gallo's going to carry this one in towards the penalty area. Here comes the cross, and not too sure if it took a deflection, but it'll go straight towards the goalkeeper Goldberg, as she'll be able to get down comfortably and make the grab. But again, encouraging attack coming in from that top force from Markham, forcing yet another turnover from that Vaughan backline. It's going to be Mascara under pressure once again. Keane takes a little bit of a stumble though, and that's going to allow just enough time for Vaughan to be able to pass this one up the line. Controlled by Minitel, as she's going to look to switch it towards the near side for Mulik. Trying to play a little 1-2, but a good job there from Schmidt, able to get her way in front of it. She tries to get himself around a couple players, but one touch too many. Instantly is going to be won back by the Markham midfield, who wants to take it up quickly the other way, as there's going to be a long ball up the line by Cardinale towards Gallo. Can't find her. And they're going to reset it here with Molinos. Good hustle there from Keene, coming all the way back there and wins it for her team. It's a little bit of extra effort you like to see when can't get that ball. Don't give up on the play. Win it right back, and Gallo's going to find some space in the middle of the field. She's going to have Keene making that run down the line. Keene, who just made a sprint coming back into position, has to make a sprint yet once again up the field. And you see a little bit of the fatigue after 2 consecutive long sprints. But she does win her team a throw-in on the far side of the field as we have the opening substitution coming up here for Markham. It's going to be the striker, Lucy Rice. She's going to be checking out of the game. And Malaya Smith is going to be checking in for Markham City. 7 goals on the OPDL season for Smith. And just a new look up top as they're trying to see if they can get some offense going for this Markham City squad. Trying to play a little 1-2 off the throw and unable to control it, and we goes out for a goal kick. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Pass there from Wilson. Can't find the player, and Tesfaye will get it off towards Minitel. Finds Moynihan. Mulik is calling for it and just has that through ball played and touch in front of her. As she was trying to make that run down that right line, but had to make sure she stayed on side, so she slowed down her run slightly, and that was that 1/2 a step that cost her to be unable to get to that ball. But most important, she had to try to stay on side. So good heads up play there from Mulik as she tried to get him behind the Markham defense. Good first touch there from Smith. Smith does knock down Wong after the challenge. No call there, but Vaughan will get the throw in. As again, we look towards the records of both teams during the OPDL season. In the early part of the season, so the season split up in towards 2 stages, where the East faces the other teams in the East and the West plays against the West. So it gets used to as more of a seeding, to where in the second half of the season, the teams then get split off based on their position in the early part of the season towards a Premier and a Trillium divisions. So in the early part of the season, Markham had a record of 9-1-1. To then, when they were in the Premier Division, they had a record of 6 wins, 3 draws, and no losses. As you see, another substitution coming up here for Markham City. Another change in the attacking force, as it's going to be Caitlin Gallo checking out of the game, and Audrey Phillips. Phillips also with 7 goals on the OPDL season, so good depth in their attack do Markham, and trying to see if one of those players off the bench can be that offensive spark plug they need. As Phillips will check in now here on this left wing. And as well, in the beginning of the early part of the season, it was a 6-2-2 record for Vaughan Soccer Club, and they repeated that with a 6-2-2 in the Premier Division, almost identical. They both had 28 goals in the early part and in the Premier part of the season, and almost similar goals again. So 2 very even halves of the seasons for Vaughan Soccer Club. As you're here watching the girls under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield, let's take a look at towards the coaching staff. On the Markham City side, that's Coach Andrew Cairns, as this one is going to get cleared away in towards midfield for a Vaughan throw. Reaching the 28th minute mark in the opening half, Vaughan Soccer Club leads Markham City 1-0 on an 8th minute penalty kick goal by Stephanie Moynihan. As Mascara is going to look to play this one long towards the left side, and Daniela Minitel is going to leave it for Filiomani. That's a dangerous touch to put on the back line. Referee waves advantage, though, as Fisher did well to stay on her feet after what would have been called for a foul. But again, with the pressure coming in, if you're not getting that touch by the defender, you're going to be stuck in behind. But this one does get behind the defense, and it's going to be a chance, and it's going to go bar down, and it goes in just over the line, as Daniela Minitel will double Vaughan Soccer Club's lead. As just the through ball just fortunately bounces its way towards Minitel. It gets by the defender, Molinos, who couldn't control that, and Minitel fires this one over the goalkeeper. Coriali did get a touch onto that one, but not enough for it to go off the crossbar and down just over the goal line. And Minitel in the 29th minute will get a huge second goal for Vaughan Soccer Club over a Markham City team. And this is, again, only the second time all season they've given up this many goals in a game. Has Markham City just under a little bit of pressure. And it's really been down towards the possession that Vaughan's been able to have in this opening half. But I definitely expect to see a very different Markham team in the second half. So we'll see how this remaining 10 minutes will go for both teams. And then we'll definitely look to see what kind of changes you're going to see. Maybe some formation changes, some more attacking changes from both teams as they look to either continue their lead or try to catch up in this one. Wong down the line. Great ball from her. Moynihan, though, can't reach that one. And we're seeing some great through balls coming in from the Vaughan defensive side, getting towards the attack. These through balls are just getting in behind Markham, or in just either the Markham defenders haven't been able to control the ball in front of them, or they just find some great space with the runs coming in, splitting between the defenders. As the ball takes an interesting bounce. Smith, though, won't be able to get a touch onto that one. But she does win her team a throw in on the far side of the field, which Keane will look to leave it towards Wilson to throw this one in. Wilson quickly in for Smith. Switch here by Goldberg. Good touch there from Mulik, but she passes it straight towards Labar. Good hustle from Labar. Pineda Abuda gets herself away from a couple players' pressure, as asking for the ball Schmidt, and Schmidt will get that one. Could be a foul there. No, referee will allow play to go on. Looked like it was a late challenge there in Schmidt, but she did stay on her feet, but didn't see much of an advantage. But it will be the play continuing, as forced to kick this one out of play will be McBlain. She'll fire this one. I believe that one went over the fence and out of the stadium. That's the type of spark you want to see coming off the bench. Phillips trying to do everything she can to win that ball off of Wong. Leaning the shoulder as hard as she can, but it's going to be a foul at midfield there from McBlain. Just coming into the back of Moynihan. Starting to see some of the physicality come out here, though, from the two substitutes for Markham City. Trying to see if they can continue to put this pressure on the Vaughan defensive line and see if they can force some turnovers. Mascara all the way back towards Galati. Returns it towards Goldberg. who gives it now towards Galati again. Some good passing. Gets himself some space, and here comes that through ball, and once again they just get it behind the Markham defense as Moynihan is trying to break free in towards the penalty area. She's going to leave this one back for Mulik, who tries across. That first one will get blocked. A second opportunity will get its way through, and Coriali, though, will be able to see that one the entire way through as Amanda Minitel this time tried to go with a low-footed effort towards the bottom corner. Tasfaye trying to get her way through Wilson, getting pushed backwards as she'll be able to find Galati in midfield. Good pass in towards Minitel, who tries again. And Amanda Minitel can't find the goal on this one, as this one will go by the goal now for a goal kick. Canada Soccer's men's national team will return to Toronto next month as they host the home leg of its 2024-2025 CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinal series on Tuesday, November 19th at BMO Field as they take on Suriname. Secure your seats for this massive match via CanadaSoccer.com and support Canada as the journey towards the 2026 FIFA World Cup continues. Schmidt in towards the midfield for Labar. Finds Pineda Buda. That shall play back towards Molinos. Wilson tried to get it up towards Keane. Couldn't find her player though, and it's going to be controlled here by Minitel in the midfield for Vaughan as they're going to try to go quickly the other way. Good shoulder-to-shoulder there from Wilson, able to bump off the Vaughan player, and she'll be able to win her team a throw-in, as Keane will be able to control that one off the throw as she'll hit it towards the middle part of the field. If you're Markham right now, with about 5 minutes left to go in the open half, you're just looking for chances. Yes, you may not get to the goal, but give yourself some positive momentum. Give yourself something forward to look in the second half. See if you can get one or two chances. See if you can get it towards the goal of Goldberg. Good touch from Labar as she's going to get her way forward is Labar. Mosquera, though, will be the second player to come in, and she'll be able to poke that ball free. Good communication coming in from the Vaughan players there, letting them know about the type of pressure coming in and what they're going to try and do on the one-on-one attack. But as soon as I said, just a little bit of a miscommunication there between Moynihan and Mulik. Moynihan will still get to the ball. She was trying to see if she can overrun that ball, but not getting fooled there was Mika Blaine, and Molinos can try to carry this one up the field now for Markham. Fisher under pressure. Good job getting around with the first attacker, and we've seen some good composure coming out from her. Not afraid to take on the attackers. We've seen her try to get around successfully and unsuccessfully around the attackers from the team. But if she is successful, she will be able to find herself a lot of space. As Schmidt has it here for Markham, looking for some options, and Labar shows herself down the line, and Schmidt will try to play it towards her, but getting in front of that one will be Amanda Minitel, who will ricochet it off of the midfielder and out for a throw-in. It's the two leading scorers for Vaughan Soccer Club. It was Moynihan and Daniela Minitel who have the 2 goals here for Vaughan Soccer Club in this girls under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield, as we're getting close towards the halftime mark. As Phillips tried to leave that one for Smith, and neither of them were able to get to a touch onto that one. As now Mulik will get it. Minitel couldn't find Moynihan, and McBlain's pass was played a little bit too strong, but Pineda Buta will be able to get that one right back as she'll lead it off for Cardinale. Can't find a way through the middle, but might get a second chance here from Wilson. And she's been trying that from range. As she looked to tee this one off with the left foot. Just couldn't get enough power onto that one to trouble the Vaughan goal. But they were looking for that one moment. Was Wilson there. Said, all right, you know what? I have some space here on the right back position. See if I can get this one towards the goal.
Visit TorontoFC.com for tickets and more.
Good pressure here from Phillips. Just can't find that pass to LeBar. They've done well as Markham, forcing the turnovers, and just when they need that final pass to give themselves some space to get an opportunity onto goal, just haven't been able to make that secondary pass. Could this be an opportunity, though? Keane. Leave this one for Wilson. Has Keane again in behind her, and we'll play towards her. Now she just needs some support by herself right now, and trying to split between both players. Great run from Keane. And unfortunately, though, Smith is forced to go backwards, though, towards Wilson, who will cross this one in. And no yellow jersey is able to reach onto that one. A little too close towards the goal of Goldberg. But Keane saw some great space in between the defenders, split between the two Vaughan players, and got that pass away. Drew Keane having herself a good first half. Trying to do what she can on that right side. Lenos for Phillips. Phillips continue to push her way forward. We'll get this one in towards the penalty area, and Vaughan just forced to kick this one away. But we'll be able to find a player in Tesfaye just on the line. She will be able to keep this one in. Tesfaye, good spin. Shakes herself free as she tries to play that pass forward towards the Monahan, but it'll go in behind the Vaughan attacker. And McLean and Schmidt will have a little bit of time to get this one over midfield. As you have the indication from the fourth official, will be 1 minute of additional time. As here comes the through ball in for Keane. Keane makes no mistake, and that's the opportunity Markham City needed right before the halftime break. It started with some good passing in through the midfield. Schmidt gets it up for LeBar. LeBar gets it towards the midfield, towards Pineda Abuta, and her pass goes right between the center back and the left back, and Keane, who was just saying who's had herself a good first half, has enough time to look up and place it towards the bottom corner, and a huge goal right before the halftime break. As it's now 2-1 in this girls under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield. As going now into our halftime break, your halftime notes are changed a little bit, I would feel, for both teams. Markham, if you're Markham, saying, okay, more like these last 5 minutes, Vaughan. Now you got to keep putting the pressure on. 1 goal lead and not feeling as safe. And Markham's going to try to see if they can get one more chance, but pass too strong for Smith. But again, great finish here for this opening half for Markham City, and they'll see if they can try to lean onto that in the second half. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to once again collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. That's probably just enough time for one more play. And no, it's not, as there goes the halftime whistle in this girls under 15 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. As we going towards the halftime break, it will be Vaughan Soccer Club 2, Markham City 1, as we take a look at the halftime stats. The shots on target fairly even, pretty much even across the board, but probably the most important stat, which has separated the two teams, has got to be that possession. Vaughan has had majority of it in that first half, and we'll have to see how both teams will make adjustments for this second half. But don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be having a second half action coming up next.
dream. I got everything I want. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare. To anyone.
Then when Jordan is bigger, we'll implant this device in his chest. And if necessary, it can reactivate the heart.
How was your days, guys? Good.
Dad, I got it. This is interesting.
If I could change the way that you see yourself.
If you could have any superpower on the field, what would it be?
I think it would be super speed so I can get to the ball quicker.
Crazy speed. Fast. Yeah. Probably just like really fast speed. I feel like I'm losing it. Like, just be super speedy.
I got this. I want telekinesis so I can make the ball go into the other net. Not cheating if they give it to you.
What's the most memorable goal you've ever scored and how did it feel?
My most memorable goal would probably be my first ever goal because it was just like the environment, it was amazing. Like celebrating with my team was great.
I don't know. I guess maybe today's goal. That was quite memorable. I think it was a good one.
I'm not sure. I don't score very often. Scored in our tournament once. Yeah, that was a really good goal. Yeah. Top corner. That was a good one.
What's your biggest goal for this season?
To win a tournament.
I guess just to score goals and have fun.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah? Okay.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with Markham FC. At the time, I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
Everything really. Celebrating that we finished a day of soccer. Having fun. Celebrating and doing lots of fun stuff.
My favorite part of today was seeing all the kids have so much fun from all the stuff that we learned.
Soccer.
I love the celebrations with the kids. They were awesome. Scoring goals is so much fun.
Scoring goals. Scoring goals. I liked passing around in a circle.
I loved coming up with cheers with the kids and also doing goal celebrations. Seeing the kids
happy with just their beginning of their soccer careers, and I just think it's very cute.
My favorite part about today's event is seeing all the little kids just having fun, smiling, and the sun finally came out, so it was perfect for them to enjoy themselves.
The BMO Girls Play On experience was very inspirational to me. I really enjoyed watching the girls out there working hard, competing, but most importantly, expressing themselves, trying new things, not afraid to make mistakes, and through that process, they were learning, having fun, and creating like a sense of community.
Seeing how many girls were interested in taking the chance to coach, to be involved in soccer. Little players coming in, having lots of fun playing soccer, listen to the coaches, and most important, celebrating their goals and being happy with their friends.
The best thing about today, obviously, was girls smiling. The coaches did an absolutely fantastic job in the morning, all day. Happy smiles on faces for the players and coaches. That's it.
On hallowed fields where legends are born, a timeless bond between two pillars of passion have been forged. Ontario soccer, the heartbeat of Canadian soccer, and O'Neill's, custodian of tradition and innovation, stand shoulder to shoulder, ready to inspire and unite. With every stitch, every pass, every shared victory, we carve our names into history together, leaving a mark on the beautiful game.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Number 7 Auto Mall today.
And welcome back to the Girls Under 15 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. As going towards the second half, it is Vaughan Soccer Club with a 2-1 lead over Markham City on this cool Saturday morning at the Zention Automotive Soccer Center in Vaughan, Ontario. The teams have switched sides and they're ready to get underway here with the second half of play, as it will be some 3 changes for Markham City. Coming in back into the game will be Caitlin Gallo and Lucy Reyes, and as well as Ariana Christakis will be the 3rd player checking in from Markham City. I didn't see any changes at the halftime break for Vaughan, so attacking changes up top for Markham City, who got a huge goal from Drew Keane right before the halftime break, and they're going to try to see if they can continue that in this start of the second half. Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play commentary. We'll be here with you all day and weekend long, and what should be some thrilling games in the OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield, as it was Keane trying to see if she can kick that one over her head, and Vaughan in the white and red, going from your right to your left on your screens at home, will be moving the ball forward here with Moynihan. Moynihan's going to try to take a shot, and it will be saved by the new goalkeeper for the second half. Markham City's Sofia Papagnano will be in goal for Markham City in this second half. Her and Corielli have mostly split time throughout the OPDL season, so this is a common switch here for the two teams. As a little bit of pressure coming in there against Mosquera, and it's going to lead to a Markham City throw, as Malaya Smith will win her team a throw-in, as they're trying to see here, and some type of changes for Markham City. Looks to be same formation, but players like Rice, who was on the central attacking position, has now dropped in towards the midfield. So the leading scorer now in the midfield with Smith remaining up top. Now we'll see if that will contribute for them, as you see a through ball coming all the way forward, but too far ahead for Moynihan to be able to reach, as Papagnano will be able to pick this ball up. It was a penalty kick goal from Moynihan from her self-controlled effort that led to the opening goal. Minitel did well to get onto the through ball to get the second goal for Vaughan. And right before the halftime break, Markham City, off a great through ball from Pineda Abuta, was able to pull one back for Markham City. And what should be a thrilling 40 minutes. As you see a ball gunning towards the midfield. Sydney Wilson's pass can't find her way forward, as Moynihan is going to get this one. She's going to try to push her way through the defenders, and that's going to be the goal here from Markham City. Don't give that number 49 on Vaughan too much space. Don't let her turn around and get up to speed. As they have a look here towards the fourth official, that is Petros Vasilos, led by the referee Lara Yassine, Lucia Valdez, and Ronnie Byfoot, are the 4 officials in this match. Pretty easy game. I think there's only 4 fouls in that opening half. Nothing really needed any card affair, so very clean game between the two teams so far in that opening half. But I feel like with the intensity starting to build up and towards the second half, we might start to see it pick up a little bit. As here comes Schmidt over on the far side. Or check that, that's the newly substitute player. That's Christakis. Finds Rice. Back to Christakis. Little 1-2 with Cardinale, and they'll return it here towards McBlain. As now Manilis will hit this one forward, trying to get this one up towards Smith. That will be controlled, but nicely won back here from Keane. And a force to clear that one will be Figliomeni, as we have a throw-in for Markham City deep in towards the Vaughan half. Again, in the 2 prior meetings for these two teams, back in July, it was a 4-1 victory for Markham, with Rice picking up 3 goals, Wilson picking up the 4th. Tesfaye picking up the single goal for Vaughan in that one. And back on September 28th, so not too long ago, it was Markham taking in a 3-1 victory. Once again, it was Rice with 2 goals, and Wilson again picking up a goal in that one. And Moynihan with the single goal for Vaughan. As you mentioned, 2 goals for Wilson, the fullback. 6 goals on the season. We've seen her not be afraid to try to strike it from range. And definitely might see more of that if she gets that ball, and we'll try to carry it into space. Might see if she can test Goldberg from a distance. Seen some good ambition from her in that opening half. As you see Markham starting to get some passes going already. More encouraging, I would say, because we didn't see too many passes going in towards the opponent's half, and that getting tripped there was Wilson by Mulik. Referee just going to have a word with Mulik. And it looks like Mulik's got a cut on the lip there. So maybe the boot or something connected with the lip of Michaela Mulik, and she's going to have to come off the field here momentarily. So Vaughan's going to have to play down one player here until the bleeding will stop on the Vaughan player. As here comes the kick up the field for Gallo. Gallo looking for some support. Got 2 white jerseys on her, but she's going to try and take it herself. And there's a sliding challenge coming in from Mosquera. She'll be able to clear the side for a corner kick. Looks like she's able to clean it off. Gets a thumbs up from the fourth official, and Mulik will be returned back onto the field to play. So teams are back to full strength for this corner kick. As here comes the boot here from Gallo. It's going to go towards that near post. It's going to be controlled by a Markham player who gets the shot away, and that was Keane again. And Goldberg will be able to jump up and make the catch. Drew Keane trying to do it all herself on the attack for Markham City, and almost getting herself the tying effort. Christakis. Getting all the way back though was Tesfaye, and she'll be able to win this one back as Fisher is going to play this one up the field. Mulik. Overlap run would have been good there. But they will be able to switch it towards the far side for Tesfaye. Got some space for her to work with, but she's by herself. Tesfaye gets around the first defender. Will play the cross through. Finds his way by. There's the back heel, but Papagiannou will get back into her goal in time. Moynihan saw the chance there, realized she didn't have much time. Tried to go with the back heel and just needed a touch heavier to get that one over the goal line, as Sofia Papagiannou had enough time to jump back towards her goal and make the save. But a great individual run there from Tesfaye. Pullback turn, continues on the sprint, gets that cross just under the goalkeeper's arm, and there's the back heel there from Moynihan, and Papagiannou just in time will be able to dive towards her right and make that save. Very important save there by the Markham keeper, and now Keane's putting pressure the other way, and Goldberg was forced to come out of her goal and kick this one up the field. But they continue on to the attack. Does Markham here with Keane again. Finds Wilson, returns it towards Keane. Keane trying to cross it. Good block there from Fisher as they'll go for throw-in. Make sure that you can hear them screaming, no foul, don't foul them into the corner. That ball still remains in play, and it finally will go over the goal line, and it will go for a goal kick. As the Bank of Soccer, with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We are thrilled to collaborate with BMO as the lead partner of Ontario's soccer's gender equity and empowerment efforts, including the innovative BMO's Girls Play On initiative. That is BMO. And that high pressure coming in there from Markham, just putting the pressure just on the back line. So as soon as that pass gets to the midfield, Markham will drop back. But they've got some good turnovers so far on that Vaughan back line. And Vaughan's going to have to maybe consider playing a little bit more safe. I know they want to play it up, show composure, and pass it through the back line. But they're starting to turn it over more and more towards those yellow jerseys. Say this is a good start towards the second half for Markham. As here's Kostakis. She switched sides with Wilson, who started out in the left back at the start of the second half. Shifted over towards this right side as they'll play it up towards Smith, who can't control that one. Galati. Inside for Tesfaye. She had that good pullback turn just a few minutes ago. Showing some good ball control as she'll play this one down the line up towards Daniela Minitel, the second goal scorer, who does well to continue this one off towards Tesfaye. The two players for Vaughan slowly working their way up the field, and they're going to continue on here. She gets that pass in towards Minitel. Here comes the cross, and that's going to hit the side netting. The two Vaughan players did everything they can, and it was crazy where both Markham players were just following the ball. So the second player who was on the attack was left open on each of the passes. And although the exhaustion probably killed them by the end of the attack as they moved the ball forward, but the Markham players just weren't on the same page there on the coverage. And they were both trying to chase after whoever had that ball in that moment. And that allowed Vaughan just enough time to carry that ball up the field. Danielle Minitel gets around the defender once again as she's going to try to play across. McBlain does well. Keeps that ball in front of her as Keane try to hustle to keep that one in play as it goes out for thrown. And there you go. There's a quick look at the signs there on the back. It was the Vaughan fans who brought those ones, as they currently lead 2-1 in this OPDL Girls Under 15 at Gary Miller Charity Shield. 2-1 as we reach the 52nd minute. And there you go. Go, Vaughan, go. Get your popcorn ready. I'm not sure what the bottom part says. Just a timing when they put down the signs. But, yeah, they have a bunch of them there. And love to see that here on this energy for these clubs and teams. Expect a good crowd here on hand for coming in from Ottawa, as we're going to see a couple Ottawa teams battle out here later today. They usually bring a strong contingent, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye out here for them. As it will be Gallo now continuing it here from Markham. Gets around a couple players in the midfield and leaves this one in for Rice. She'll continue this one on towards Keane. Keane trying to take it one-on-one. Her shot takes a deflection, but it's going to find its way up for Smith. Smith now looking for some options on the right side. Finds it in Pineda Obuta. Is looking for that overlap, and she'll try to find Gallo, but a sliding challenge coming in from the midfield. That's Figliumeni. Will be able to poke that one out for throwing and allow her teammates to get back into position.
No, it's just the HDMI I was talking earlier, but it's good now. It's good. It should be cautious, that's all.
A little bit of a head up there from Pineda Obuta. Knows just had to get a little bit more of a touch on that pass. Now, I will say that's one of the little bit of a differences I'm seeing out here on the field so far. A much louder communication, much more tenacity from the Vaughan players when they're speaking towards each other. Very calm. Markham, on the other hand, just calm, talking, not too much pressure, but there's a good opening touch there from Moynihan. Gets around the first defender. McBlain is going to try to come over, and she did well to come over just in time, forcing Moynihan to take that shot from a little further out than she would like, as Papagnanu will be able to make the save. But I was saying, the communication, I can hear it all the way up in the booth here, the Vaughan players speaking towards each other as they're making themselves loud and making sure the players hear it. And just see, will Markham start to hit that second tenacity as Pineda Buddha's pass will fall in behind the players, but Keane will be able to drop back to continue this run in for Wilson. Wilson's cross, would have been a good cross, gets blocked. Keane might get a second chance here, and she will be able to get that cross in towards a dangerous area, but it's immediately won by the Vaughan midfield. Try to go the other way, as it looks like there was a jersey getting pulled there by Rice, And it's going to lead to a free kick here for Vaughan, as they're going to look to make a couple of substitutions here momentarily as well. Our Vaughan Soccer Club. We'll see if they're going to allow them to do it now, and yes, they will. As there'll be Amanda Minitel who will be checking out of the game. Alexandria Casulo will be the first substitute.
Number 43, Angelica Filiomene. Coming into the game, number 41.
And the second substitute player will be number 52, Simona Roti. She's going to be replacing Angelica Figliomeni. So a change in the left back and a change in the central midfield for Vaughan. As there's Casulo, number 41, entering the game. As it looks like they're getting ready to make a third substitution as well, our Vaughan here momentarily. So it'll be trying to get some fresh legs on the field, our Vaughan. As Markham's sticking out with the squad they started this second half with, as they look to try to see if they can find this tying goal, as Rice is all the way back. Here's some yelps there from the Markham fans looking for a foul. And finally they do get themselves the free kick. As you have again look at towards the fourth official, and here comes another substitution here. And they're trying to get the referee's attention. And unable to do so, so the free kick was taken, and it wasn't able to be kept in play though, as it goes towards a thrown around midfield. So they now will make that change, as Michaela Mulik, she hasn't noticed, she's the one coming off the field. And it looks like they're changing their mind here on the substitute player. So it'll be Daniela Minitel who will come out of the game. So number 47, Daniela Minitel out. And number 56, Nadia Zargin, will check into the game. So it was supposed to be Mulik on the change, but they switched it. Minitel came off instead. And Zargin, number 56, now in for Vaughan on the left wing. So 3 new jerseys out here for Vaughan. As there's Zargin making her first contribution, as this ball will continue down the right side for Moynihan. Moynihan trying to take the defender on once again. She gets by the defender, plays that centering pass, goes it through, and there's touch and the finish just off the bench. Alexandria Casulo gets the final touch, but it was Moynihan with another impressive run. She gets that pullback turn, gets that run down in towards a dangerous area in the penalty area. Just continue to drive her way through. Good job on the head up. And Casulo with the left foot puts it into the open goal. And the substitutes make it count, as in the 58th minute is a huge third goal for Vaughan Soccer Club, as they take a 2-goal lead over Markham City in this girls under 15 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. That's one way to make your introduction into the game, Casulo. Great job there, as might be seeing, I would think, some changes here for Markham City. Now it's the 2 goals. You probably have to maybe get an extra player up the field if you're Markham. Try to see if you can pull one back, as they look to try to battle this one right off of the kickoff. See if they can get a chance right on towards the Vaughan goal. As there's the pressure in, and Gallo does well to win this ball through. Pass it off towards Rice. Beneda Abuta. Cardinale. For Christakis. And from Markham, this is how you do want to respond after giving up a goal. See if you can get some possession going, get some passes on the opponent's half. Try to get forward. Tesfaye looking for a foul there, but she slipped on the ball there as she was trying to take a touch. Just slipped on the ball, and the referee did see that. As there's Smith. Leaves it back towards the midfield. Just need some more movement out here from the Markham players. as they're passing the ball around, just not seeing the runs into space, the players off the ball, just looking for one of them to try to make a move, and there's going to be a foul one there by Wilson. And the Markham fans starting to make some noise here, trying to urge the ladies forward to see if they can pull one more back in this game. Wilson on the boot. Fisher will call that one. Hit it towards midfield. Wanted back by Cardinale, who tries a volley off the laces, and that goes wide of the goal. O'Neill Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sport organizations and professional clubs alike, with over 100 years of expertise, as they are Ontario Soccer's official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill Sportswear, live for it. That's a good stretch there from Gallo, and feeling the effects of that one off the stretch, but they'll go for throw-in for Vaughan. As trying to control that one was again off of the throw-in. We'll get this one back towards Markham possession. Keane making a good run onto that one, but there's that loud communication. Goldberg let her team know about 2-3 seconds ahead of time. She's coming out of the goal, going after that one. And our defense did well. That shielded enough to allow the goalkeeper to come out of the goal to collect. Christakis, good pass up for Keane. Try to step over and to continue on her run, but Fisher was able to read that one, and she'll play back towards Goldberg in goal. Switches it towards the near side. Roti, a long touch from her, and coming up hobbling after that one is Smith, and Smith is still down on the turf. Play is still continuing on as Markham has up their striker down on the field. As here, Smith will be able to get back on their feet as there's a shot there from Pinedo Buta. Will be straight towards the Vaughan goalkeeper, and just keeping an eye out there on towards Smith and seeing if she is okay. She is trying to walk that one off. It's a little bit of a hobble right now, and it looks like the Markham players are getting ready to make a substitution, so very likely it will be Smith who will be coming off, as here comes Vaughan now quickly the other way. It is Mulik. Mulik looking for some support up there. Had one player start to enter the penalty area. She went for the cross, but the solo Vaughan player up the field does well enough as she wins her team a corner kick. And that's going to be the trick right now for Markham. Got to be bringing the players forward, but if you do so, leave yourself exposed a little bit on the back line. But down 2 goals, you just have to accept it at this point. With just under 20 minutes to go, you really have to start putting those extra players forward and see if you can pull one back in these next few minutes, as you see the corner kick up here for Vaughan. Papagnanu will call for it, and she will collect. Good job there from the Markham keeper, as she'll roll it towards her players on the near side of the field. Smith looks like she's going again. But she saw a little bit of a hobble right after that play as she tried to push it through, and she'll go straight towards the bench as she'll be substituted off is Malaya Smith. So it'll be Smith out of the game, and entering the game again will be number 13. That's Lauren Labar. So Labar back in. So we'll be seeing, I expect Rice probably, yes she is. She's going back towards her striker position that she started the game in. And Labar will be re-entering the central midfield. Little 1-2 off of the throw, as Vaughan will play this one back in towards their defensive players. As Markham got to look to continue to put that pressure on. Not seeing the type of speed that you were seeing in the early parts of the game when they're putting the pressure to win the ball back. Really, it's been Keane who's been that player who's been the hustle one up top, and she does win the ball there as she tried to play it off towards her teammates to move the ball forward, but they weren't successful. Gallo gonna take a trip there. She connected with the leg of Tesfaye, who sprawled out before the referee's call. Again, this Vaughan Soccer Club team took down London TFC 2-1 in their semi-final effort, with Mintel and Mosquera picking up the 2 goals there. While Markham City took down the OPDL Cup champions in Ottawa South United 2-1, with Gallo and Smith picking up the goals for Markham there. You're starting to see some noise coming out here from the Markham defensive players trying to cheer the players on, say keep moving, keep fighting for it. Encouragement coming up from the Markham backline. Vaughan very happy to take their time here getting set for the throw, and so Markham recognizing that they're going to be chasing after the ball here. They want that ball back into the field of play. There again. Down the line for Moynihan. She's been the difference maker today. Got that goal and the assist on the third one. But it's just been the ball control, the confidence, that first step speed she's had, and that's really been a difference maker. As I see a foot race going out here, and it looks like Mosquera will be able to get to that one first, as she did well to get in front of the Markham striker. To see that one out for throwing, as here comes substitution out here for Vaughan. Checking out the game, and it's going to be the striker, Stephanie Moynihan. She's done her job here today. Goal and an assist, some great speed, individual play. And she'll be coming off the field, and she's going to be replaced by number 53. That's Gloriana Selwa. So Selwa into the game, and Moynihan checking out for Vaughan.
Vaughan substitution entering the game, number 53, Gloriana Selwa, replacing number 49, Stephanie Moynihan.
Cardinale, good job there, getting around a couple of midfielders. As Gallo will get herself a throw-in. Just Markham looking for that movement off the ball right now. Once that player has the ball, just trying to find somebody up forward, making a run, making a movement for someone to play towards, as McBlain will play it out wide towards the left side. Wilson gonna win it back. Referee says that's clean. As the ladies continue to tangle with one another. And not too happy there, the Markham fans, as the two ladies had a little bit of pushing and shoving as they're looking to get themselves back on towards their feet. As Tesfaye now will get that ball in towards the midfield. Has her new fresh legs, and Selwa's the new attacker trying to get towards her on the through ball. She's going to continue to put her pace onto that one, but standing strong will be the defender Melanos. She gets by the first attacker, but Selwa is down on the turf, and this one doesn't look good as she's still down. Referee allowing play to continue out here, and it will be a free kick going in favor of Vaughan, but the newly introduced Selwa still down on the turf, and it didn't look like it was a contact one. It looked like just when she tried to turn, it might have been the knee or the ankle, as the training staff has been called to attend towards the injured player, as the referee as well is going to have a conversation with a couple of the players at the same time. As I take it here, as the players take a look at the injured player, we'll probably take a replay here on that last goal here for Vaughan. As again, it was Moynihan with a great run. She blistered her way through the defender, and that cross perfectly touched in towards Casulo, who had an open left-footed shot towards the goal. But what I loved there was Moynihan. She made that run, but that last little look, she got that look up, saw her players running in towards the penalty area, and knew where to place that cross in for Kasulo. And all she had to do is just place the accuracy. And I love that there. Many players would have went for the full wind up and shot there, but in those type of situations, it's just the placement that matters. And that's a common composed finish from the Vaughan midfielder. Just a reminder, today's Gary Miller Charity Shield is fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. That is Gatorade. And as well, just got to give you a reminder here to all the fans here to check out the website. You'll see the QR code here coming up here in just a moment as you help us break last year's record of over $14,000 raised by donating. This year's foundation will be Sick Kids, as you can purchase merchandise or participate in our silent auction, which features some great prizes like a signed Canada Soccer national team jersey on the men's and women's side, and many more cool stuff there. So make sure to check that out from the QR code as it'll appear throughout to get to that donation page, as the player will get carried towards the sidelines. And you will see substitution up here for Vaughan, as Stephanie Moynihan, well, she got herself a little bit of a breather. Number 49, she's back in towards the game. So Moynihan back in for the injured Sawa. And another change up coming here as number 50, Michaela Mulik, comes out of the game. And number 42, Madeline Catnacho, will come into the game for Vaughan. So a double change for Vaughan as we just get over the 70th minute, as Sawa continued to get looked at towards the far sideline there, but she is off the field, so we're ready to resume play with the free kick that Vaughan was able to win just before that stoppage of play. Asking for the space. Just a single player in the wall, as Vaughan's not putting many players forward to challenge for this one. So very likely they're just going to try to play it short, hit it towards the corner and keep the control. But we'll see here, as Moynihan's telling the players, nah, come here, let's get towards the penalty area. As here comes that free kick. It's going to take a deflection off a Markham defender. That was Molinos. Papagnani will be able to pick that one up, as she'll look to drop kick this one up the field. Gallo is going to play this one in through. Just no one, though, there in yellow is able to get on the end of that through ball, as Goldberg will be able to hit this one back in towards the midfield. Tesfaye towards the left side, nicely getting in front of it was Christakis, as Gallo gets chipped down from behind. A little bit of a shake of a hand there from Roti. I think she thought she got the ball there, but the referee thinks she got the ankle instead, as it'll lead towards a free kick. So here comes the boot from Molinos, gets over the defender, and again, just not on the same page on the through ball opportunities. Nobody there was making that in-step run towards the near post, as that ball was comfortably bounced straight towards the goalkeeper, Goldberg, who was able to make the grab, and she's going to take some time before kicking this ball up the field. And there's that dangerous passing towards the back. That's going to be, if there's going to be one thing that will create opportunities for Markham, it's that. Can't be too comfortable passing that ball around in the back line. And it was just a poor touch there. Allowed an opportunity to go forward, but unable to get a good shot into that one was Labar. But Markham's just got to find the legs there and see if they can force these turnovers, as on these counters are where they start to get a lot of their space. Pass back for Goldberg. Keane was nearby. Goldberg did the smart move, especially don't take the chance there. Just get that ball up the field. And there's some good pressure coming in from Zargan. She'll be able to get to that one as she tries to push her way through. But Molinos, the last woman back, has some help now from the midfield, but did enough to shut down the Vaughan counter. Looks like another substitution coming up here shortly for Markham City as Audrey Phillips is getting ready to come back into the game. That'll be an extra attacker up the field, so I won't be surprised to see a defender coming off for the number 8. As that will be in the next opportunity as Mosquera has it for Vaughan. Zargan will get knocked in behind, so it'll lead to a free kick for Vaughan. As here comes the substitution, and it's actually going to be Gallo checking out of the game. So Caitlin Gallo, number 2, is out, and number 8 is Audrey Phillips. She's back into the game. Long ball down the line, and that goes straight out for the throw-in. Markham trying to throw to take this one in quickly. There's Phillips trying to make her first contribution as to re-enter the game. As there's a throw-in down line. Nobody there, though. As that throw-in went straight towards a Vaughan player. As this is going to allow them to go all the way towards their back line. As they'll be kick this one right back up the field towards Roti. Christakis, though, gets fouled as Roti once again is late. And the referee letting Roti know that's 2 fouls from her for being late in the last few moments. As right before this free kick, it's going to be another substitution here for Vaughan. It's going to be number 70, Ariana Malvo, coming into the game as she's going to replace number 54, Nalia Tesfaye. So Malvo in for Tesfaye.
Coming into the game, number 70, Ariana Malvo. Yep. Replacing number 54, Nahila Tesfaye. Okay.
As here comes the boot. Didn't get a good one on that one, but screams of a handball there coming in from the Markham players. The arm was against the body, so couldn't get a good angle. But this one could be tricky here for Phillips, and she just can't get to that in time. As Goldberg will be able to reach that. As a little lucky there. It was Goldberg. From my view, it looked like she stepped out of the penalty area there doing the fake roll. Assistant referee don't think saw that one. She stepped out but stepped back in. As Malvo will hit this one forward from Moynihan, and Moynihan will be offside though. First offside actually in this game, if you can think crazy enough, as we're entering the 78th minute. The referee's telling them to move back. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name into OPDL history and hoist the beautiful brand new Gary Miller Charity Shield trophy artfully crafted by Nothers the Award Store. For more than 50 years, Nothers the Award Store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Right away, all the Vaughan players screaming, "Everybody drop, everybody get back," as Markham gets a throw in deep in towards Vaughan territory. Christakis looking for options to throw it in. Just has 2-3 options to get this one in towards, as Labar will cross this one in. Goldberg's coming out of the goal, and getting to a first will be a Markham player, but unable to head it in towards the open area was Wilson, as this one will go over the goal line for a goal kick. Goldberg being aggressive there, charging out of her goal. And sometimes most people think, okay, don't go crazy, but it put enough pressure for Wilson not to be able to control that one in a dangerous position and forced her to try to go for the head. And it wasn't an easy finish for the Markham player, so good job there on the goalkeeping from Vaughan's Isabel Goldberg. Molinos does well there, wins it away from Moynihan. But that clearance towards the midfield can't find anybody, but McBlain shuts down that counterattack as she gets a good foot in there. Pineda Buddha, she got the assist on the lone Markham goal, looking for some help here as she'll lead this one off towards Rice as she tries to push her way forward. Getting a good foot in there was the third goal scorer, Casulo, able to win it for the Vaughan players momentarily. Looks like number 11, Malaya Smith, she's ready to re-enter the game. Had a little bit of an injury scare a few minutes ago, had to come off, but it looks like Smith is ready to return. That's an encouraging sight for Markham, needing one of their strikers back into the game. Great back heel here. Nice little 1-2 passing coming out there from Markham. And it will get cleared away, though, in the last second by Fisher. I was just enjoying that play there as we saw some good 1-2 passing. That's some of the best play we've seen on the attacking front. Markham was hoping to make a substitution, but the players threw it in too quickly. And it looks like Phillips will be the player checking out, number 8. As she'll have the ball here. And it's going to be 2 minutes of added time. I was expecting maybe 3 or 4 during that injury process, but just the 2 minutes of additional time for Markham as here comes the substitution as Phillips now will come off the field and Smith will re-enter the game for Markham. Here comes that long throw, flicked forward. That was a nice opportunity. And again, just no one there for the second ball. And it's going to be comfortable there for Goldberg to take. Good run coming on the left side. That's a great run from the Markham players. Now you're starting to see some individual flashes, and that's what you need in these moments. You need those individual moments to get themselves going forward. As it was Labar there, or trying to do it herself, trying to get that ball forward. As she asked for space, but instead she will kick this one towards the near post, which will be cleared away first time and up the field. Christakis gets bumped off by Zargan, and Zargan is off to the races. She's by herself trying to go one-on-one, but some great hustle coming all the way back, though, will be McBlain. And the center back makes it all the way back in time to shut down a great individual run from the Vaughan player. And there goes the final whistle in this girls under 15 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. And it's the second place Vaughan Soccer Club who comes home with the victory on the Charity Shield with a 3-1 victory over Markham City. And at the beginning of the game, probably wasn't expecting this result, but they just had more of the energy. They had more of the push today. It seemed like the drive was there for Vaughan. And love to see it. Their first reaction after celebrating for the Vaughan players is going towards their parents, siblings, family who all came out to support as they go and celebrate in front of them. As there's the look on the full-time scoreboard. Moynihan on the penalty. Minitel getting the second goal. And Casulo getting the clincher with the 3 goals against the single one from Drew Keane, as they are the OPDL Girls Under 15 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Today's Gary Miller Charity Shield is fueled by Gatorade with a proven blend of carbs and electrolytes. Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel after the match. As we take a look on the final match stats, pretty even across the board. Shots on goal was, but Markham just didn't, it was the quality there. Just didn't get enough of it shots that really trouble Isabel Goldberg. She didn't look in too much of a threat here today. as the teams will shake hands. As we also thank you again to our proud partners for today's event, our premier partners, Toronto FC and the Canadian Premier League, our program partners, Gatorade, as well as our premier partners, BMO and Circle K, official apparel and equipment partner, O'Neill Sportswear, supporters, Respect and Sport, Knowledge the Award Store, and of course our sports partners, Canada Soccer. Full list of support. And I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in for today. This has been Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play commentary. Don't go anywhere, folks, though. We're going to be having the awards ceremony and post-game interview coming up here shortly as we take a look here towards the highlights on what was a thrilling match. As we'll start to go here, the opening penalty kick goal. It was Moynihan who did a great individual run. She got brought down, and it was a confident penalty in towards the bottom corner. That got the action started with the opening goal for Vaughan, and a much deserved start in their game, as she did well and was probably my player of the game was Moynihan. Markham tried to get some efforts in from range, really tried to test Goldberg from distance, wasn't able to do so, as we see a through ball was played in through defense, wasn't able to deal with it, and Minitel did enough just to get it over the goalkeeper's head. The goalkeeper tried to deflect it over, couldn't get enough. Right before the halftime break, it was Keane though. She had a great game herself, did Keane, got the end of a through ball and confidently placed him towards the bottom corner. As I see another opportunity there with Keane again, but a nice jumping grab by Goldberg. And then that final clincher was the nice little pull back. Oh, this was the back heel chance there from Moynihan. Great job there from Papagnanu getting back in time. But here comes the goal there from Moynihan towards Casulo, who puts in the final touch. And you see Moynihan already celebrating before that ball was placed in towards the back of the net. So those were the match highlights in what was a fun girls under 15 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield. Once again, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be having the award ceremony and the post-game interview coming up here very shortly. So for Martin, this has been myself. Don't go anywhere. 3 more games left to go today, and we'll see you guys then.
You guys were coming on, that just came at the wrong time. See you guys later. did, yeah. I played at oh, I grew up in I just remember the Ontario Cup.
Fans, both teams deserve a big round of applause for their fantastic league season and terrific effort in the OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match. Assisting us with today's awards presentation, our special guests, Gary's daughter, Stephanie, and Melissa Big, interim head coach, NDC Ontario. Before we get to the teams, please put your hands together as we recognize our match officials who were appointed to the OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match. Our referee is Lara Yassine. Assistant referee Lucia Valdez. Assistant referee Roddy Byfoot. And today's fourth official, Mr. Petros Vassilos. Ladies and gentlemen, the players gave it their all today, showcasing tremendous skills, determination, and sportsmanship. But two stood out above the rest. It is now time to recognize our players of the match, as selected by NDC Ontario Technical Lead Coach Melissa Big. Please join us in congratulating, from Markham, number 22, Drew Keane. And representing the Vaughan Soccer Club, number 54, Nahila Tesfaye. And now, fans, let us recognize the team, starting with our finalists, Markham City. Wearing 0, Sofia Guariale. Wearing number 1, Sofia Papiano. Wearing number 2, Caitlin Gallo. Wearing number 3, Ariana Christakis. Wearing number 4, Vienna Molinos. Wearing number 5, Aurora Monio. Number 7, Lucy Reese. Wearing number 8, Audrey Phillips. Wearing number 11, Malia Smith. Wearing number 12, Sydney Wilson. Wearing number 13, Lauren Labar. 15, Maya Schmidt. Wearing number 17, Isabella Cardinale. Wearing number 18, 18, Hannah McLean. Wearing number 19, Angelique Wright. Wearing number 22, Drew Keane. Wearing number 25, Kalina Pineda Ebuta. Markham coach, Andrew Cairns. Assistant coach, Laura Goss. Assistant coach, Megan Reynolds. And assistant coach, Sarah Reynolds. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big hand, please, for our finalists, Markham City. And now, fans, let's hear it for your 2024 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield winners, the Vaughan Soccer Club. We'd like to start by recognizing the club president, Mr. Tony Bartolomeo. All proceeds from today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match will be donated to charity. The Vaughan Soccer Club has chosen to donate these funds Canadian Tire Jumpstart. Jumpstart helps kids overcome financial and accessibility barriers to sport and recreation in an effort to provide inclusive play for kids with all abilities. Congratulations to the Vaughan Soccer Club for a successful OPDL season. Wearing number 17, Ariana Malvo. Wearing number 20, Isabel Goldberg.
No, not yet.
Number 41, Alexandria Casulo. Number 42, Madeline Caraccio. Number 43, Angelica Filionende. Wearing number 44, Olivia Galani. Fisher. Number 46, Amanda Minatel. Number 47, Daniela Minatel. Number 48, Alexia Mosqueda. Number 49, Stephanie Moynihan. Number 50, Michaela Willick. 51, Adriana Olivera. 52, Simona Roti. Wearing number 53, Gloriana Salva. Wearing number 54, Nahila Tesfaye. Wearing number 55, Sophia Wadwine. Number 56, Nadia Zagwen. Wearing number 57, Sophie Wong Chan Si. Assistant coach, Carolyn McGuy. Goalkeeping coach, Dominic Mentele. Head coach, Edgar Bartolomeo. Assistant coach, Lamar Powell. Now, I'd like to call upon the team captain of the Vaughan Soccer Club to receive the 2024 OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield on behalf of the winning team.
See you, Peter. Exactly, inspired.
It's time to go. Good to see you. Have a good day. You might I kind of want to go get a kickoff. Yes.
We're back at the outdoor field of the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center, where Vaughan just defeated Markham in the girls U15 finals of the Gary Miller Charity Shield finals. I'm joined by Vaughan captain Nahila. Nahila, how's it feel to be a Gary Miller Charity Shield champion?
It feels great. You know, our team worked so hard to get here. Every game was tough. Nothing was easy. So it feels great.
And you guys took on Markham, a team that went undefeated in the season. What do you think you guys won today, and why do you think you had success all throughout this season and getting to this point?
We had success because we didn't think about the other games that we played against them. We came to this game thinking it's a fresh start. It's our last game, you know, it's a final, so we fought till the end. That's pretty much it.
Any plans to celebrate the big win?
Just spend time with my team. That's it.
There you go. So that wraps up everything here for our first match of the day, where Vaughan defeated Markham. Congratulations to Vaughan. We'll send it back to the booth there and join us for our next game. Goodbye, everyone.